So a lot of people, when they interview, they don't print out the resume on specific paper. You always, 100% want to print your resume out on cardstock paper. Cardstock paper is a little thicker than normal paper, which is a very, very, very big thing. Maybe not to you, and it might not be at all, but it is. It's actually not that expensive at all, but it looks fancier. It looks nicer, and literally, if you put your stuff on cardstock paper, a lot of people do the nude color or the natural color of it all. Some people do the white, some people do the sand, but I wouldn't stray from any of those. Either do the white, the sand, or just the regular neutral. It's not quite white, but it's not quite it's like a little tanner. Those are 100% what people use. And I would use one of those three because those three are probably the most popular, the most that people like. People like seeing that you put effort into it. And if you don't have cardstock paper, you don't necessarily need to buy it. Literally, just go to a FedEx. A lot of FedExes, like the one that's near me, it will literally, you go on you talk to them, you ask them about a certain color. They also will have a whole book on what color you want of cardstock paper because they have a million and one shades. You don't want to go crazy color. You don't. No. That would be a waste of money. It really would, and people would not take you seriously. You want people to take you seriously, so you stick with a very tan color. I mean, you'll see and then a sand color or a white color. Either way, once you fill the paper, it's different than just regular white paper that you would put into just a FedEx copier. So some FedExes, at least the one that I go to, has a computer, and I've never spent more than like $2, literally $2. I go and I ask for the certain paper that I want. They ask me how many sheets I want because it's printed out per sheet. So they ask me how many sheets I want. I print out 2 just to be 100% sure that way because I have always one on hand. I always try to make sure I have one on hand just in case because you never know. You never know what you're going to do. You never know what you're going to end up with. And then you go into the computer, you pull up your email, you pull up your resume, and you print it out properly on that nice cardboard stock paper. Also, if you do have a reference page, which is literally reference page, underline in the center, then down the person's name, all centered, person's name, their number, like what they were to you when they had that. I normally have at least 2, if not 3. 3 is very important if you can have. Some people don't always necessarily choose people who are properly. Always tell them if they're going to get a call. That is very important. So if you go to FedEx, I know they have cardstock paper. They have the proper cardstock paper. You want the sand, you want just kind of the neutral nude color, or you want the white. Any of those 3. Some of the others are very unprofessional. And you can do it. It's very simple. You just print out both on cardstock paper because cardstock paper is very prominent. Cardstock paper will make you stand out. I've always done resumes. I've always done this stuff. I've never gotten turned down from a job. That is my personal opinion. That is my personal facts. My personal facts does not mean that yours is the same. My personal facts, I've never been turned down from a job. But it makes you look good if you have cardstock paper. Proper cardstock paper. I know it sounds stupid, sounds simple, but those little key factors are a huge thing, especially in the world of resumes and looking at it. I personally used to look at resumes. You probably only spend a matter of 5 seconds or a little longer depending on what the resume says. You never want your resume to exceed 1 page. If it exceeds 1 page, delete some stuff. Delete stuff that has nothing to do with that thing. Always save as, and save it. Because not every single job you take is going to reference exactly what you're maybe doing at that moment. So with that, you want to reflect what you're doing at the current moment that will help you with your next job. If you're going to go into the dog business and let's say you've just been in hotels, you want to reflect that you've done dogs before. So you maybe pull up something that has been on your resume, but you pull it up a little higher. Or you pull it up that way they can see it on your resume, because you might not even have it on your resume. Or whether you're going to be in X amount like of whatever, or you're going to be an admin. You want to make sure that you have the most recent admin job you had, whether it's an internship, just something that you used to do, like whatever it is, you may want to make sure you have it. It's simple, small, key factors that will make you go so much further in life, especially when it comes to resumes. That's just one of the basics of getting a job.